and make a statement
that you can use as part of your, just say, speech as to why you.
Well, okay, so if the prom king and queen offered her a Final Four alliance that then got called out in front of the group as fake and threw her under the bus in front of everyone, like poor Maddie, like they had done something hoping that Cassandra and the brothers wouldn't find out.
Exactly.
The same thing that they did the week before, because he wasn't even in the house and Jared was making plans against Cassandra. And for some reason Maddie looked like the bad guy for sort of saying, no, this is what you said. Like, I think the statement is then put up the prom king and queen and maybe like just say, do you know what? Like, this is what happens when you think that you can control like others. And that was the move with Dallas. That's what I said to you in this room. I said, this is a move to show that a minority cannot control the game. I was already thinking before Mitch brought it up that they strong arm people into that. They always get away with it. Always.
But that's, I guess it just has more to do with the cast. Like, I think that's why they've gotten away with it. But now
because there is the Cassandras and the brothers.
But it just so happened now that they've come up against someone else who isn't that.
And that, like, I'm so glad that I had a conversation with Maddie before she won the power today that about, we were just talking about high school and how I said that, like, she was like, why do Cassandra and Phil always, like, why do they want in on the three? And I said, Maddie, there's people that in school, like, were hurt by people like the three, the cool club, and we just never will want to be part of it. Like, no matter if they offer it to us, we don't want in. It's kind of like, we know that, I told her this story, there was this guy that I grew up with, and he was quite large, and I sat with him every day on the bus in the middle, and the cool guys in our year were at the back seat, and they used to bully us both really bad. But my friend Christian used to give them lollies, and I'd always be like, Christian, why are you giving them lollies? And he's like, because I want to sit on the back seat with them. And I'm like, we could be eating the lollies ourselves, having the coolest seat in the middle of the bus, and it doesn't matter. Like, trust me, the back seat isn't that cool. And he never got to the back seat, but he just kept giving them his lollies. And it's kind of like, there's people in life that will always
try to give lollies
just try to get in. And when you get in there, you realise that it's not that good, and they actually hate each other. And it's just the protection of, it's all an illusion.
Yeah, I know.
And
I've been through that for sure. I guess, you're right. Maybe that's what it is. Like, people have, because, like, I've always felt the need to, like, I've always wanted to be wanted or needed by a group, and I have it, obviously, as most of us probably have had examples where we never fit in. But then we got over it, and now in hindsight we can realize maybe some people haven't, just based on experience, like age.
Yep, and I think Cassandra and Phil will always die to get in. Nick, no, but it's kind of like the three know that, and as long as they keep up the illusion that they've got something that we don't have, there'll always be people that want in on that they can use to their advantage. We've just got to say, we actually don't want what you've got. Like, when you're head of house and the three of you, it's a pigsty in there, and you run around screaming, keeping us all away. Like,
I know. Exactly.
It's not like all roses on the inside when Jared was much happier when he wasn't in there. Like, he was much more just integrated with the group, a positive person. I think he was enjoying himself. I don't know. I think it's up to Maddie, but she's going to be having to give the speech.
But, like, no, but I know that you were saying, like, downstairs, like, it'd be crazy if she, like, listened to some sort of deal, and I kind of just wanted to say, like, that's not gonna happen, but I also didn't want to say it in front of everyone. As, like, head of household, like, that's a great position to be in, to maybe get information, see what
absolutely.
So I don't want to create an illusion or anything, but then, like,
and like I said, don't give people the answer, because it changes how they'll behave, and you
Yes.
won't find out what their true.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like that's what I do. Like if I find out that the votes have changed, I like it's up to them to find out, kind of thing. Like like Big Brother's like, oh, what do you want? And but Mitch asked me, what do you even want here, Tim? And it's kind of like, I just want to get out alive. Like, I just want to be like the same person as when I entered and be able to walk away and go, I wasn't beaten by the game.
Yeah.
And for me, that is showing that you don't have to stoop to the level, and perhaps you can be your own person and still get to the end.
You can.
And there's other people playing like that way. I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I know.
But the majority of the house seems to be so seduced by this illusion that we want in on 3. Like, I don't think they're as powerful. They're only as powerful as we
allow them.
Allow them.
Exactly.
And I think Mitch had to. That was his campaign. Kind of make us feel fearful that we needed him to take them down.
Yeah.
For the number, because of numbers of probability, but...
And that's why I was trying to tell Maddie that too, but I gave up because she wasn't having it. And, like, Maddie is like a very like strong, like,
Yeah.
she's like a firecracker.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I was trying to tell her that like she was adamant that Mitch needed to stay in this game, and like
Yeah.
I was trying to explain to her that like what you want to, what you're trying, like the end, what you want. The reason you want to keep Mitch in the game is because you want this end goal, and I was trying to put in her head that goal can be achieved even with a different, even with Mitch gone.
Absolutely.
But it was in her head that she's like, but no, Ramsey, like he's
I know.
like.
Yeah. And he would have.
Exactly.
But then what happens next?
Exactly.
We've still got one of the best players of the game in the house.
Exactly.
That would have worked with Raul.
Yeah.
Against
he would
people.
Have gone back. He
Absolutely.
Would have gone back.
Absolutely.
100%.
Would have worked with Jared if Kelsey was out. Kelsey was the
yes.
poison that he's talking about.
For sure.
I think. Yeah, I don't know what I was going to say.
Anyways, the only reason I just came in here is because I was like, because I thought like maybe you were right, and like me and Maddie talk a lot about like liking you and trusting you, and like I just thought I would like, you know, it's also my duty just like to be open, like, cause how I am with everyone, like, you know what I mean? It's like if there's like, I just thought like, no, there's no way that there's a deal that they can somehow put on the table that we'd accept or anything.
Well,
and just
it's sad how some people think that, like, I just don't know. I mean, you see what they do with other people, and then you can't ignore the fact that they could do that to you. So 1 week, say the targets are Cassandra and the brothers. Next week, that's it, they're gone. To then, within a week, switch to somebody else. Like, if they're saying to Maddie, no, the targets are this, it'll switch straight away.
back,
it's a false sense of we'll protect you. Like, as far as I was aware, that was the worst thing for them that could happen.
I know,
because
I
they
know.
had plans in place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's